Okay, so good afternoon for students and their parents, as well as the faculty and staff of STEP-P present today. So I am Kay Uribe, the guidance in charge, and I will be giving you the orientation on ESC, or the Education Service Contracting. So I'm sure the parents have heard about ESC. Some of you have been contacted for passing your requirements. And now we want to give you an orientation so that you can fully comprehend the benefits that you will gain from this program. So today we will talk about what really is ESC, its policies, legal basis, eligibility, requirements, the selection of ESC grantees, and the terms when you are finally accepted for the ESC grant. So the Educational Service Contracting Scholarship is one of the many partnership financial aid programs of DepEd. This primarily aims to decongest the overcrowded public junior high schools. So the ESC aims to make quality junior high school education accessible by providing financial assistance to deserving elementary graduates who wish to study junior high school in private schools. So the EEC grantees are assured of financial assistance throughout junior high school as long as they meet the requirements for regular promotion in each level. So how does ESC work? The junior high schools apply, and then through a stringent quality assessment, they are being certified by the DepEd through PEAC to be part of the program. And then the junior high schools that become EST participating schools are given, um, they must be given a number of slots that come with subsidies for the ESC grants. So the junior high school must maintain a high standard of education to continue participating. So let's start with the legal basis for ESC. We have the expanded government assistance to students and teachers in private education. So this is a declared policy of the state in conformity with the mandate of the Constitution to promote and make quality education accessible to all Filipino citizens. So the criteria for assistance shall be based on set of criteria which shall include tuition fees charged by the schools, the socio-economic needs of each region, the overall performance of the schools, the academic qualifications and the financial needs of the students and teachers, the financial needs of the schools, as well as the geographic spread and size of student population. We also have the legal basis on the Constitution, which states or mandates the state to establish a system, among others, subsidies and incentives to deserving individuals in both public and private high schools. So, in the Constitution, it says that we should establish, maintain, and support a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education relevant to the needs of the people and society, and that it should be established and maintain a system of free public education in the elementary and high school levels. Without limiting the natural right of the parents to rear their children, elementary education is compulsory for all children of school age. And then we have the policy principles. So the ESC aims to make quality junior high school education accessible by providing financial assistance to deserving elementary school graduates who wish to study junior high school in private school. So you have to apply when you graduate from elementary. And then the TSS, which is the teacher salary subsidy. These are teachers in ESC participating junior high schools that meet the following conditions for TSS. So they should have PRC license, they should have passed their licensure exam for teachers, they should be a full-time employee in that school, and is teaching a subject in the DepEd curriculum for the junior high school at least 180 minutes a week. So yeah, the TSS is also a program of DepEd that aims to provide financial assistance not to students but to teachers. So the TSS aims to improve the quality of private junior high schools by providing a salary subsidy to teachers in ESC participating junior high schools. The ESC is a concrete demonstration of public-private partnership in education, and this partnership is sought in all levels of the program's operations. So later on, we will know more about the program's operations, how much is the grant for this program, how to apply, what are the requirements, etc. So the Department of Education is the institutional owner of and regulator of the ESC and TSS programs. Not only that, we also have the senior high school voucher program, which will be discussed to the senior high school students as well. And then we have the PEAC, or the Private Education Assistance Committee. They are contracted by the DepEd to administer the ESC and TSS programs. So they are the ones to provide the infrastructure, the systems, coordination, and controls required for the smooth implementation of the ESC and the TSS programs. They also provide in-service training of teachers in ESC participating junior high schools and conduct pertinent research. They also manage day-to-day implementation and coordinate its efforts in the RTCOM and the PEAC-NS. They also advise, guide, and assist schools in complying with the guidelines of the program. And then they conduct field audits and training and mentoring sessions as may be needed for the schools. So the PEAC is a perpetual trust fund created to provide assistance to private education in the country. So the PEAC is represented nationally by its national secretariat and each region by its regional secretariats. And then the ESC participating junior high school shall provide grantees with education that meets or exceeds the minimum standard set by DepEd. So they shall orient grantees, which we are doing today on the ESC, and encode correct and complete information sa ESC-INS. So they also have to prepare billing statement packages, undergo certifications, and comply with these guidelines. So how does participating junior high schools get this eligibility? So they have to attend yung summer orientation on the ESC and TSS program guidelines. And then they shall form a school committee, open and maintain an account, and then shall conduct an orientation on the ESC program to new grantees and their parents, and then be available for recertification after 3 years for schools rated within standard or after 5 years for schools rated above standards in their certification. And then the applicant schools should be recognized by DepEd. Yeah, within standards dapat. They shall implement high standards for education, dapat may maintain, so that we can still apply for recertification after 3 years. And here we are the amount of grant that will be given to the ESC participating junior high schools. So for grade 7 and grade 8 in schools in NCR, they receive about 13,000 pesos. Grade 9 and grade 10, 11,000 pesos for schools in the NCR. While schools outside NCR, grade 7 to grade 10, they all receive 11,000 pesos. So it is paid to the school and will remain the same over its 4-year term unless adjustments are approved by the State Assistance Council. So how do we select the ESC grantees? Eligibility, they must be elementary graduate from a public or DepEd recognized elementary school. They should be incoming grade 7 students. has not been a recipient of the ESC in the previous 2 years should be a Filipino citizen. School age has also been specified, which is 12 to 18 years old at the time of grade 7 enrollment. So it says OHSP only, or Open High School Program only. And then students who are unable to attend the regular class program or attend school for 5 weekdays. So here we have the requirements for ESC grantees. It's quite a short list actually. So all we have to do is fill up the ESC application form, submit a photocopy of your PSA certified birth certificate, a photocopy of grade 6 report card, recent 2x2 photo of ESC applicant, and then proof of income. The terms of ESC grant. So this covers the 4 years of junior high school starting from grade 7. So the grant remains in the course for the next school year if the grantee is promoted to the next grade level and enrolled in an ESC participating junior high school.
Despite being granted or given a slot for financial assistance, there are instances that this can be revoked or can be terminated. As shown in the slides are grounds for termination or activities that may revoke your grant. First one is drops out for non-health reasons in the middle of the school year. So I think this would also involve mental health reasons as well. Basta uh, they need a document that will prove that you're being dropped out would have to be from health reasons or being hospitalized, etc. And then does not re-enroll the following school year, fails to be promoted to next grade level or retained at the same grade level. So this is included since the grant specifically mentions that the student's performance should be up to standard. So they are looking for the performance of the student so they can continue giving them the grant. And then suspended for 2 weeks, dismissed or expelled. So a student may be suspended because of various reasons, maybe not following or breaking school policy. And then transfer to a non-ESC participating junior high school. If ever the student or parent decides to transfer, you can still be granted the ESC if yung school na matatransferan mo is also an ESC participating junior high school. But if they have differing subsidy amount, kasi di ba sa schools in the NCR, they provide about 13K sa grade 7 and grade 8, while outside NCR gives only 11K. So if magkaiba, the accepting school will be paid the lower of the two applicable subsidy amounts. And then grantees that drop out due to death of a parent or guardian, force majeure, prolonged illness, or accident, they may be reinstated as long as they will submit documents that will support their claim.
So that's it for the ESC programs. I hope that answered some of your questions with regards to the ESC. Thank you so much for listening, and I am reminding the parents and the students that after you have signed the contract, which will be given to you, please send it back to us immediately to our emails so that we will know who has already given permission. Okay, so thank you, everyone.